Look at tweezers! Tweezers! Check these things out, guys. These things are friggin' sweet. I got these over Christmas from eBay, or the other one, Amazon there. And I actually picked them out. My parents had me pick them out, what I wanted and that. And obviously, with hands like that, sure makes it tough sometimes doing, especially technical work. And we're not even talking stuff like SMD. I'm just talking basic testing stuff work. So, come across this unit here, and this thing does a lot more than I would have ever believed. And that's why I'm making a dumb video about it. So, let's roll. Basically, if what you see on the front, if you see on the switch here, I'm on the center one, and it shows Zener diode or diode, okay? And it's showing 22.54 volts. Now, with that was, well, once I put the batteries in and seen that, I was like, why is that so high for diode voltage? It's kind of weird. I'm like, there's no way that it's possible that this could. And yes, it does. All the way up to 22.5 volts Zeners, you can test with this. So, we'll get to that. But now, LEDs and other components that you get into in electronics that get really tricky. I mean, here we have, if you look down in there, that's a little bulb, little infrared bulbs. I mean, all these things are just nightmares. So, well, LEDs, some are 1.8 volts, that's nice, but these take two AA batteries, like even this one does, two AA batteries, so you got 3 volts. So you got to be 3 volts or under. Well, white LEDs and some blue are right at that threshold to 2.9 to 3 volts, and who knows. And then you got to have that across to have more than that for it to light up. So anyways, just to show you guys, so here's the light. I hope this all turns out good. It's going to be tough to see everything, and basically I'm hoping for you guys to be able to see it light. Yeah, see, boop, red obviously, and that's on the first two. The outside one does nothing. Huh. Oh, green. There's green. The green one's just not very good. But if you even look, it says it's going to be hard to see, but 1.878 volts. So the green is 1.787 volts. The red is, what was the red? The red's gone. The red's disappeared. Where'd you go, red? Red! 1.81 for the red. So basically you test that, and when you do test it the other way now, you're just going to get nothing because you don't have enough. It's basically in reverse voltage. Well, I think it's up over 100, maybe it's like 70, 80 volts you need to break, which it's gonna probably not even flash. You'll just roach your LED doing that. But yeah, so that's with 3-wire LED. Here's just an old, this is actually old style. Yeah, you probably can't even see that light, but that's 1.8. These are white here. Now, oh crap, how do I do the ones that are in a tight spot? Like, I got the switch here. This has, if I even want to test the transistor, can I come up with a better idea? Yeah. Alright, just testing the transistor. You want to test for the diode drop? Well, I can't get in on that side, so I'm just going to show, let's see, I got 0.9 volts. That's short there. Oh, holy crap, this thing has 4 leads. Yeah, forget about that. That's going to get really tricky. But anyways, so what do you do? Oh yeah, it rotates. And obviously it's going to be, it's not too fancy, but it rotates 180 degrees. So like testing a transistor. I had one here, didn't I? Where did it go? Where'd Mr. Transistor go? Let me grab him right here. I should have one. No, that's, yeah. Yeah, oh, here's the diode on there. Bang. Again, that's wide open, which is, it does nothing. So pretty much OL. And do it this way, and there's your diode drop, 0.586 volts. So that's quite cool. And then it lights, you'll see, now this one's a fancy, whoo, this is a fancy, I don't even remember what this, oh, it's a kid's toy that lights up, but it's got the different colored ones. It's hard just to light. Yeah, see the red, but if I do it this way, it doesn't light, so it does flip back and forth. Red, green, blue, this one is. See if it goes the same way. There's it got stuff on it. It's got to go this way. Yeah, blue. So it did, it flip-flopped. So it's just the wire lets it, and green. And then you look on your thing here, it'll show you your voltage drop. I've had it apart already. The one issue I had, the switch here, like, it was so hard and taut. Like, it would pop, and you'd be all the way down to the, it's actually auto mode, what they call this down here. And supposedly now, we're going to test that. When you put it in auto mode, capacitor, diode, and resistors. Now, when you're doing SMD stuff, and you get little, they're just little square black. What is it? And I've even seen enough of them that, I mean, there's even newer ones that it just, who knows what some of these things are. And it could, on top of everything, it could be an inductor on top of that. So, some of them are like a Hail Mary shot. You have no idea what the things are be. Supposedly, it actually tells you what they are. So, let's see here. There's the buttons. Now, these should be lights. LEDs. How are they laid out? Boy, my eyes are bad today. Right there. So, if I get it on the right way, I just can't see it. Because there's a resistor right next to it, too. For each one. There we go. That should do it, right? No. Huh. I need my magnetos. Let me pop these on. Okay. LED 9. That ain't lighting. And nothing on there. Let me spin it quick. So yeah, this is cambered so that when you pull this like clamshell apart, there is a channel here. So obviously then it, and this is grooved also, so it can't pull it out, you know, even if it gets loose here. So it spins, but it's also geared. It's got a little gear that only lets it go to 180. Because the wires, the two wires are then coming out the end. So you got a wire for each lead here that come up into here, and that's hollow, and then up into here. So they come out, and they're already spun once, and it's nice that they were smart. You could tell when they made it, because the wires ain't like real taut, because they connect like right up over in here. Real taut over in here. No, they'd make a nice little loop and then come and feed into it. But if you do ever have to have it apart, be very careful not to get your wires pinched, and that they do have a nice smooth loop that runs to your tweezy ends here, so that you can twist them or that. So, or if they are tight when you put it together and don't notice it, and say it's kind of caught up on something, then you go to twist it, it doesn't go all the way. So now it's limited, and then the next time you forget about it, and you go to twist it to 180, which you figure it should go, you're just cranking on that wire because it doesn't have the length. And yeah, so it is nice they put a nice little sweep in there. Nothing real fancy or technical about it, you know. how they did it. It's just that's what they did. Oh yeah, there it goes. See it? It's even lighting the next one for a quick second. Yeah, just got to give it a little squeeze action. So SMD, here's a buzzer. I can't even guess right now what it would have to be pulsed also to make a buzzer beep. Oh, right, we got something though. You know, we had two things going. I swear I seen the lights too. Try it again. No, I twisted it. There we go. Oh, it's trying to light up the lights on the back. But you hear it. You hear it kind of crackle, like almost like you're trying to dial in a station with no antenna on your old radio. So, what else here? Let's see what this says that this is. So right here we got a capacitor. And I'm curious. Alright, we'll start with the resistor. The resistor is right here on the edge. I'm having a hard time holding on to them so you guys can see everything and line it up. Saying OL, now it's bouncing. Oh, now it's doing something really wacky. What's it doing here? Showing mega ohms. It's a resistor, so it should, there we go. 0.467 K ohms. Here's an even smaller one in front of that one. What does that say? 996 K ohms. I'm sorry, 0.996 K ohms. So these are resistors. Where'd that capacitor go? Now I want to see what it does with the capacitor. Because the capacitor is going to want to, it's just going to go to charge down or charge up to infinity. Oh, it doesn't like that. It's just charging up. Which, come on, I know that. Now maybe I'm not doing something right. There's probably a very good chance that that's exactly what it is. That I'm friggin' something up. Here, we'll do this quick. Yes, beeping at... You can't... That's the one thing that's weird. You can't shut it off. That is so strange to me that you have to set it down and then it times out. Like, it'll beep once, it'll beep again real quick, and it'll beep a third time, and then it goes beep, 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 and shuts off. So strange that it does that. See, now we're back in the diode. This is a headlamp light. There it goes. Yeah, see, that's a brighter one. What's the 2.69? It looks like. I'm reading upside down. It makes it a little tough. 2.69 volts. Here's one that's okay. Here's an inductor. I'm curious to see if it can pick up inductors too. It's probably just gonna read it as low ohms, I'm guessing. Anyways, see if I can get something to light here. Ow. Now these might be different because they might be in parallel. So I might have to... you're not going to have the inductor across that, so maybe right here? No. What about... I'm pretty sure that I've showed, just in a real, like, 30-second deal, about my tweezers that I got for doing that hook to the multimeter. Why won't them light? They could even be blown for all I know. I figured I would have thrown it out though if it was blown. Okay, here's this one. I'll give this one real quick. Flip it. There, green. And here's just a normal dummy LED. There it lights. Whee! So, I mean, you get the gist. It works. It works quite well with all them. This is a LDR, light dependent resistor, and it shows nothing. How did it go now? It shows nothing when you have it covered, and then if you uncover it, it goes to like 0.4 or something like that. If I can get it in here. 0.7, and I got my thumb over it. Now if I totally cover it, it'll show 0 or the OL or 22.5. It just doesn't move. Again, I'm in the center mode. Here, I'm gonna do these quick, run through these so you guys see, because this is just taking, all my videos take 10,000 times longer than they ever should. It blows my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, I got a 20 minute video, and I go back and look, and it's split into two, and I'm like, 35 minutes? Really? See, now that one dropped down. You can't see this light or anything. It's one of them infrared ones, but it does test to let you know that it's not an open circuit, you know. So that's also handy, because them are tricky. I've actually fought with them. I couldn't really figure them out. There's red. You've seen the green. We'll go, here's blue. Here's blue. I'm not going to have time to do the Zeners. Or not the Zeners, these things. The diode, light dependent diode, laser diodes. They got freaking lasers on their head. See the blue, beep, and the blue. Each one has a drop, 2.64. You see, I wrote down the voltages for each one. I already did green, yellow. What are you, yellow? White. White's a decent one in here. I can get one out. Come on. Come on. Nothing, and it's still low, and then bang. And it shows, I wrote it down earlier, it's 2.7 something on that. Now here's again these fancier type, not that one. Yeah, these are, yeah, the green and the orange. So, just another different kind of neat one. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to light the laser diodes. And they're strange anyway, because they always have 3 wires, but you only use 2. And then it's which 2 is always the issue. You just never know. And then it's not good for your eyes, even if you do. If you do get it to conduct. So, I mean, you got to be careful with the darn laser diodes. And I do want to see if it can tell what you're testing, like it's supposed to auto do. No, there's nothing there on that one. What's this one? Jeez, 3 more. This ain't gonna work. It never does. I can never get these to light. And I know that you gotta have a constant current source, but I mean, I figured that this would have, and they're usually a little bit higher of a voltage. But I mean, I got nothing out of that. Here's one more. This is the can type. So it should be, oh, you know what? That one, oh, I don't even know what the hell was going on with that thing. This was the one. Let's see if we can get something going with this. Nope, never have luck with them. Now, I'd like to see if it can. Whew, that thing's mess you up. Very strong. Oh, I wonder what it shows. Here's a green, here's an inductor. So we'll go to, and it goes up to, and the third is DC volts. 36 volts. You don't want to go over that, or it probably blows the fuse out. I don't want to try it, that's for sure. Oh, I'm on DC volts. Go back to inductor. Oh, okay, that's like a beep test. So, you know, it's a short. And, here, I can show you this. I'll do the switch quick. if am I gonna be able to flip it with while still connected? Yeah, the switch just it was real tight, and then you'd never get the center one. But you could see, obviously, I'm real picky about my multimeters and that, and switches, and there I just flipped it with my hand. I can't. It keeps bouncing off of it with switches and that, and my like even this multimeter here. What was my big problem with it? That I actually took it apart. And same thing I did with this. I just put some deoxit in the switch and just worked it like crazy. I mean, I did it over 100 times. You can see I even scratched it there where the tweezers or whatever I used bopped off. But this, I have it so I can do it one-handed where I can twist that. Same thing I did with my other one. I mean, I like to run a one-handed operation there, you know. You know what I mean? We'll see if, and then we'll hit the button. So maybe, so it's, come on. Yep, every time I hit the button it goes. So I mean, that's cool. That lets you test that. And there was one other thing. Oh, so then you're going along and then it's like, oh, well, here's my ground over here. I want to test the pins. First off, you can test a bunch of ICs, which is nice again. Kind of unlimited, but they were also smart enough. It comes, I'm pretty sure it come with test leads. If not, I mean, they weren't that great at test leads to begin with, but they made it so the case has an extra backup set of needles. So if you mess yours up, you're supposed to be gold plated or whatever. They conduct well. That's all I can say. But you can put your little test leads in there and then run your crocodile clips out or whatever you need. That's why I think it come with crocodile clips. I honestly can't remember offhand. And directions, and it's all Chinese, so I'd have to Googleize it. And I ain't got time for that now. I got to eat dinner soon, so I focus on the food. And I believe that's about it. Here's the Zener Diodes. I'm not going to touch, you can see these. But yeah, I honestly, I don't, you know me, I'll do a review for something if I have, someone wants me to do. I have no problem or objections against doing that for products for people. This is not that whatsoever. I get nothing from Uni-T. They probably will tell me to cease and desist if they ever seen this video. But this is an excellent product, and I'd highly recommend it. And maybe it's something that'll help you guys out too. I think even for me, I look for obviously different things because I do struggle. You know, especially if I got a board and I'm live here with voltage on it, you're trying to be careful, poking around, and I'm basically half a hand. When my hands are bad, when they're really cramped up, I'm not saying all the time. So doing that is you're kind of like handicapped, really against what you're trying to do, and everything, you know, electronics is hard enough as it is. So I'm always looking for ways to cheat or to help out, make it a little easier. Even if I had perfect hands, I still think this would be one heck of a product that you could really make some good use out of, especially for the SMD stuff. That is by far, I think, where you get the most out of this. Where was that one with the capacitor again? Man, I really wish that on auto it would. See, I don't know how you do it if you have to. See, oh, okay, now I'm scrolling through, and then microfarads is there, and then auto scan is that right there. So that's it was right here. There it is. Patch. And I think, holy mackerel, is that thing tiny? See, mega ohms, and it's rising. But if you see that, if you've done a little bit of electronics work, when you clip on a component and you see it's high ohms and it's just charging it, it's using the voltage from this and it's charging it, you know that's capacitor anyway. So then you just click to your capacitor. So yeah. Anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for checking out. Have yourselves a great week, weekend, weekday, whatever day, month, year. Just have a good one. Thanks for stopping. Appreciate it. If you hung out this long, thank you.